Welcome back to the Namida's Recycle Bin level solving commentary video series, and today we're going to be continuing with 10 more levels of the Step 6 rank. We are starting off with Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmicks 11, Flipping Sides. Alrighty, 3 pre-placed Lemmings here, and yeah, as you can see, there's the backwards walking Lemmings gimmick here. So yes, what did I do? Okay, I increased the release rate to 60. Okay, I did it at the very start. Oh, that didn't do anything. Wait, did I manage to load the wrong replay here? No, I think I did. Yeah, there we go, that's much better. Alright, first Lemming up here with mine. Alright, and then we're gonna block here to turn the miner around. Alrighty, and then block him again in order to turn him the other way. And then we're gonna go ahead and bash towards the crowd. Alrighty, and then right here, yeah, when he is facing to the left, we're gonna go ahead and bash in order to free the blocker. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to get up here. And then finally, all this left to do is to use the final basher to release the blocker. Okay, he's gonna stop eventually. Yeah, but he's still going. There we go. Now he stops. Yeah, basher mechanics can be a little annoying at times. Yeah, like sometimes you want it to stop, but then he keeps on going. And similarly, sometimes he stops when you want him to keep on going. It's really a double-edged sword. Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmicks 12. 2 for the price of 1. Yes, difficult one here. Didn't quite remember how to do this one. When I played it in the Lemmings Plus 3 Bonus pack. So once again, we have 2 pre-placed Lemmings, and yeah, backwards walking Lemmings again. Okay, so both of them dig at the very edge of the floor here. And then, yeah, they're both going to mine, so that they hit the steel and turn around. And then we're just going to quickly assign them a builder when they do. Yeah, in this way, they are not going in the other direction, and therefore building in the wrong direction. So it's just rapid fire assignments there. Okay, then I start with the one on the left and make him mine through the one-way wall. Okay, and then build once he breaks through before he falls down and splats. Yeah, here we're gonna wait for him to face to the left first before digging. Okay, dig for quite a while, and then we're gonna go ahead and build. And then, yeah, here I just let him make a round so that we can mine while making a gap. And then we build. And then bash. Yeah, and then dig before he gets too far from the edge. Yeah, and then finally build. Yeah, to get to the exit. And then eventually he'll make his way to the exit. Yeah, after walking backwards. Yeah, and then finally all that's left to do is to bash through the one-way wall here, and that's it. So yeah, very nice puzzle, but yeah, a much harder one than I expected because of the backwards walking Lemmings gimmick. Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmicks 13. Plentiful Plans. Yeah. Actually, no. I was thinking of another low. Yeah, in which that's found in the new formats version of Lemmings Plus 3. What low is this? I think it's 13. This one isn't as difficult as the previous one, but yeah, this one is still challenging in some ways. Okay, I block at the edge here. Yeah, then I go ahead and build with the first Lemming that bounces off the blocker and then builds so that he connects to the wall here. Okay, and then with the final Lemming that slips by the builder, he's going to be the one to mine the blocker free, I think. Yeah, so bash here. No, not quite. Okay. No, block here. Okay, and then build twice. Maybe it was this blocker that I saved instead. Okay, and then, yes, mine here. Yeah, and this makes a tunnel deep enough for the blocker to go back the other way. So, yeah, he does not slip by the miner. Okay, and then he becomes a climber, and then he'll get under the blocker field of this Lemming here. Yeah, and then bash through the wall to get to the exit. Yep, and that's it. Alrighty, Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmicks 14. Now that's a Lemming. Alright, some more backwards walking Lemmings gimmick levels here. So after 2 Lemmings, I go ahead and max out the release rate. Yeah, and then first thing we do is build to the left. Okay, and then with one of the Lemmings facing to the right, we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, and then he goes back the other way, or faces the other way, and then walks backwards in order to keep on going through the level here. Okay, he gets a floater, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to make a platform for them. This is just barely spot high. It's like faded by like 2 pixels or something. Okay, mine on 3. And then finally, we're just gonna go ahead and build to reach the exit here. Yeah, and we can do it right here. So, somewhere around here. Okay, and then finally, all that's left to do is to set a blocker to free the crowd, and then I think they had to do something else. Nope, we're good. So, yeah, as you can see, they survived the fall now. It's not much of a raise in the height, but it is enough to stop the spawning, though. Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmicks 15, Pipes of Pain. Yes, and now we are switched to a new gimmick here. And this pretty much starts the new rank in the Lemmings Plus 3 Bonus pack. I believe it's the teamwork rank. And I think it might have spanned 2 ranks in that pack, actually. Yeah, I can't quite remember now. Okay, I don't remember which level we were on. Is it 15? Okay, bash here. Bash there. Okay, block here. And yes, this introduces the gimmick where you can only assign 1 skill per Lemming. Okay, and then build here. And then build again. Build again. And then build one more time. Okay, bash through. Then we're gonna go ahead and build to get up here, from what it looks like. So yeah, this one definitely has the potential to be pretty annoying. This gimmick, that is. Okay, and then build one more time. Okay, bash on through. Yeah, we can't stop the basher, since he can't be assigned any more skills. But we can assign nearby Lemming a bomber. Yeah, in order to stop the basher. But unfortunately, that the way I did it has 1 Lemming going out to the left. But that's okay, because we're allowed to lose a few here. Yeah, that's already it. So definitely did this different from the Lemmings Plus 3 Bonus pack, but that's because they had a talisman where it was completing with no more than one of each skill, and you can use as many builders as you like. But everything else, you can only be at most 1 usage. So it was a pretty tricky one, but yeah, it is a pretty good one though, in my opinion. Lemmings Plus 3 Gimmick 16 Skybridge. This one is isn't too bad either. Yeah, so 2 of everything. Okay, bash on through. Then we're gonna go ahead and dig. Yeah, and I bound to stop the digger. Yeah, with a nearby lemming, that is. Okay, the basher falls and dies to the fire trap there. Yeah, you can't do anything to save him. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and release the crowd with the builder. And then finally, just bash for someone who has not been assigned a skill. Yep, and that's already it. So yeah, not that bad. And then maybe one of several sky levels in which the exit is on the ground. Yeah, rather than in mid-air, as it's normally designed for. Lemmings Plus III Gimmicks, 17. Could you spare a lemming? Ooh, this one's pretty hard. Yeah, some really tricky timing, if I remember correctly. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and build here. Yeah, you can't really do anything with the lemmings that's the bomb by the builder. But you are allowed several losses here, though. Okay, build. Can't do anything to save him now. Because again, 1 skill per lemming. Okay, same thing with that one. And same thing with that one. Yeah, well, plus the cursor does not change into a square, which means he already has been assigned a skill. Okay, and then block. Yeah, in order to get up here. Okay, bash on through. Yeah, it was just really about finding the right lemming to do it. Yeah, in order to create the right timing here. Okay, why do I have the minor skill selected here? Oh. Okay, mine here. Yeah, then I block to turn the minor, and I bomb a nearby lemming here. Yeah, so we get into that hole to build. Yeah, it seems to just basically be to like gain some extra height here. Yeah, and then another tricky timing part here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm waiting for. There we go. Yeah, and then block. This just barely makes enough height in order to be able to step out. Yeah, and into the exit, and walk to the exit. But yeah, it does work. So hence that's why this extra height is needed in the wall here. But oh goodness, a very, very difficult level. Yeah, with the 1 skill per lemming gimmick. So definitely one of the hardest. But there's a much worse later one, a few levels later though. Lemmings Plus III Gimmicks 18, Detour Time. Yeah, this one, I couldn't quite remember how to solve this one. Yeah, when I was playing through the Lemmings Plus III Bonus pack, but eventually I was able to figure it out though. Yeah, it's not as difficult as it looks, but it's still challenging. Oh, yeah, so I mined with this lemming right here. That pre-placed lemming, in order to release the lemming over here. Yeah, he's going to hit the steel and stop. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and bash here, in order to release all the other pre-placed lemmings. Okay, and with the lemmings at the top here, we're going to go ahead and prepare some work. Yeah, in the meantime, we start building up here. Okay, dig here, dig there. And then, yeah, we need the digger to release the lemmings trapped in here. So yeah, we need just 1 builder to get up. And then finally, build twice to reach the exit, and that's it. Yep, and that's it. And yeah, and the basher stops due to the steel there. So yeah. Lemmings Plus III Gimmicks 19, Strange Connections. Oh yes, definitely one of the hardest as well. Yeah, this one took me quite a while to figure out in the Lemmings Plus III Bonus pack. So the 1 skill per lemming gimmick really tests you here. Okay, who did I make a climber? Yeah, the second lemming, okay. Okay, then I maxed out the release rate after quite some time here. Okay, and then I also start bashing. Okay, pixel precise digger assignment here. That's to prevent anyone else from slipping by. Yeah, and then falling and splatting. Okay, and then go ahead and build with this Lemming here. Yeah, in the digger pit. Yeah, in the meantime, another Lemming will slip on by. The digger himself will survive since he's slow enough when he stops. But no. That's the other Lemming slip by in the digger pit. Okay. Yeah. So these two Lemmings that drop down, they won't be able to survive, so they need the floaters. And yeah, it appears that that third Lemming that slipped on by, yeah, he's just low enough now in order to survive. And then the digger, as mentioned, will survive. Yeah, this was done at such a time so that it raises the height in order for them to be able to step out of the pit. And then the Lemmings that are trapped in here will use the teleport to pop back up here. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and block with the second Lemming while building with the first one. Okay, and then bomb a nearby Lemming to release the blocker. And also, this creates a ramp, yeah, in order for the Lemmings to keep on going to the exit. Yeah, that's it. So this solution is very, very different from the one I use in the Lemmings Plus III Bonus pack. Yeah, it's a lot fiddlier, yeah, there, but you shall see when I upload that solution, yeah, at some point. Alrighty, and then finally, Lemmings Plus III Gimmicks 20, Lemurium Dioxide. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe all of these are just in the bonus Lemmings Plus III Bonus pack. Yeah, I don't think these are in the new formats version of Lemmings Plus III, except for that one level, which I can't recall at the moment. But anyway, yeah, this one is a lot easier, yeah, than some of the previous ones. Okay, block with the first Lemming, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine here. Yeah, just far enough, but that he's still able to release the blocker. Alright, so here we will need to find the right Lemming to start building. Yeah, which is this Lemming right here. Yeah, the others will be able to survive the fall, but we build with the Lemming in such a way so that, yeah, the final Lemming here. Oh no, the final two Lemmings, sorry. Yeah, will slip on by, where the first one would build. So, yeah, I guess technically I could have done it better, so that only one Lemming slips on by, because he ends up turning around, right? Yeah, he ended up turning around. So yeah, I definitely could have done that better, so that only one Lemming slips on by. So therefore, no losses are needed. Yeah, and then finally, all that's left to do is to build twice to get the crowd out. Yeah, and that's already it. So yeah, it runs pretty close to running the clock out, but yeah, it's still not that tight. Alrighty, so that was 10 more levels of the Lemmings Plus III Gimmicks rank, and so next time we will finish up the remaining 9 levels. Yeah, there's 9 more levels, but this one that you see right here, this is the first level that will not work. Yeah, on the version 1.43n-F, and so I'll be switching to the EXE Lemmings Plus III Bonus Pack 1, yeah, temporarily, yeah, in order to show my solution off for that. And then the other impossible level will be later on, yeah, like near the end of the rank. And again, yeah, when that happens, I'll be switching to the EXE file as well. So, as we have done 10 more levels, we're going to go ahead and make another stop here. So tune in next time for when I cover more of Namida's Recycle Bin pack. So with this, hope you enjoyed the video of the Namida's Recycle Bin level solving commentary video series, and I'll see you all next time.